Hello, my name is Kai, and I love Japan. However, there's just so much wonderful history and lore that most people don't even know about. So for today's episode, we are delving into the deep, dark lore of lesser-known yokai. Not the fox spirits, oni, or other major known yokai that you may be familiar with. Nope. Today we are talking about the weirder and stranger yokai out there. So, as the title suggests,行きましょう! There are just so many myths and lore out there about the yokai that this will probably be a multiple episode series. But for starters, let's start with some of the more unusual ones. This is Akaname, also known as the scum or filth licker. His only purpose in lore is to lick the dirt and grime from bathtubs. He is also known to be formed from the very filth he loves to eat. Think of him as a lesson to scare children into making sure their tubs are clean. He doesn't really cause any harm to anyone, but who really wants something like that living in their home as a constant reminder that they live in dirt and filth? Let that be a lesson to you out there. Be sure to keep a clean bathroom to avoid that coming into your home, right? Now, how about we move on to another creepy one that has two forms but is a lot less gross. The Nurikabe is interesting because it has two different depiction styles. One is just a wall with arms and legs. The more traditional version, however, is a large, three-eyed dog with floppy ears. This yokai is interesting because its goal is to block the path of travelers at night. It purposefully is too tall and too wide to ensure the traveler is discouraged from climbing or even walking around it. The only known way to defeat or banish the Nurikabe is to hit the base, and only the base, with a stick. Well, wasn't that fun? Good thing we had a way to escape. Now, the next yokai we have on the list is a lot more odd. This is Nupepo. As you can see, he's a fatty, fleshy blob with arms and legs. He can be found wandering around abandoned towns and temples. Although pretty harmless, it has such a foul odor it will send even the bravest running in the opposite direction. While they are not zombies, they do resemble a dead body that has begun to decompose. Well, that was gross. It makes you think how many of those exist in all of those abandoned little towns over the years. Well, it looks like we only have one scroll left for today, and it is a 2-for-1 special. These are from the Tsukogame class of yokai. Both of these yokai come to life after being abandoned for 100 years. They are said to be mostly harmless, but can become quite the nuisance to humans. Both like to trip up and scare people, and it is usually thought because they are jealous for being abandoned, or just because they are plain old bored. And there you have it, 4 yokai that I bet you didn't know about before today. Which one was your favorite? I personally like the Nurikabe the most. What yokai would you like to learn about next? There are so many, it's hard to choose which ones to do. I really hope you join us on the next episode of Ikimashou Japan. Until then, ja matane!